What up though, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Today we got a different vid, you feel me? A little bit of a different vid, you know what I'm saying? As y'all know, or if you don't know, they already starting to make college football 26. So it only makes sense that we start, you know what I'm saying, giving a wish list what we think should be in the game, you know, fix this, fix that. It's that time of the year, man. Even though it's fairly early and it's a while till the game come out, or we get some news on the game. So, you know what I'm saying? This is really the perfect time, but you know, it's still early. But what we gonna start with? We gonna start with Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with Dynasty. The very first thing I think should be added to Dynasty: have players leave if you take a job at another school. You know what I'm saying? Players from your team, players from other teams, they come there, you know what I'm saying, just because you left that school to go to another one. And I really think it should be like for those higher prestige type coaches, you know what I'm saying? The second thing, trophy room. I want to see the stuff that I've accomplished, you know what I'm saying? I want to see the championships, you know, my history as a coach, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to add that back. I don't know why it wasn't in the game. It was in 14, I think. I'm pretty sure it was. And yeah, it should be in 26. You know what I'm saying? It should have been in 25. The third thing, bring back instant classics. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all remember when we used to play a tight, contested game. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that thing that pop up, ESPN Instant Classic. Bro, they need to add that back, bro. I used to love that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the fourth thing, allow us to import our draft class into Madden, bro. I understand the whole player likeness and, you know, all that stuff, but, you know what I'm saying, I get that, you know what I'm saying? If you can work around it, I would prefer to work around it, you know what I'm saying, but if you can wait till all the like, the real players in the game is, like, out of college, then you able to import your draft class, I don't see why that would be a problem, you know what I'm saying? That should be easy. Oh, this is touching on like commentators, but it's inside like the Dynasty thing. I got a whole bunch of things, but storylines and Heisman chances and team records should be talked about by commentators. So, like, if your quarterback, he is a Heisman candidate, they should speak on that. You know what I'm saying? It should be storylines like, say you was coaching at, like, for instance, when Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley went to USC. That should be talked about in the game. Like, it should be talked about that y'all left that school and then now y'all here. You know what I'm saying? And team records. Like, if you break a team record or a school record, or if you as a coach get like 100 wins, you get 100 wins, the commentators should talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the commentators are very bland and like it's not real emotions. It don't feel like real commentating. And another thing with commentators, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when you playing like a rivalry game, I feel like they should talk about past rivalry games, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's gonna get repetitive because it's so many games. College football, it go way back. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they're gonna be talking about the same game. They're gonna be talking about different games, you know what I'm saying? Another thing with Dynasty, this is something to do with recruiting. Recruiting all levels of high school. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be a great addition to recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what coaches do in real life. They don't just recruit seniors. They look at players from when they freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to add that. And touching on recruits, I feel like they should add more dynamic. More of a dynamic when recruiting. I feel like you should be able to see their stats from their senior season, whatever season you want to look at their stats. I feel like you should be able to look at their accomplishments. I feel like you should be able to look at their awards. I feel like you should be able to look at like some highlights they have made, essentially looking at film. And I feel like you should be able to look at highlights from camps because, you know, recruits go to camps. You know what I'm saying? That might be asking for too much, but like, you know, I got a creative mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should do that. I feel like you should know they GPA too, because every recruit can't get into every school. You could have a 2.8, but you can't go to like fucking Penn State or Michigan. Like, you go need like something higher than a 2.8, bro. And if they don't meet your requirements for the GPA, they can't go to your school. Like, you shouldn't be able to get any recruit that you want. You know what I'm saying? It should be more dynamic to recruiting. Another thing with recruits, I think it's like the fifth or sixth thing. You should be able to create recruits. I don't know why that wasn't in 25. It should be in 26. It was in other games. It should be in 26. I expect it to be in 26. That's one of the things that I for sure expected to be in the game. Another thing. When you're using a team builder team, they should have let us create the stadium from scratch. You shouldn't just pick a school that's already in the game and then you just give the field whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should be able to make the stadium how you want to make it. Either let us actually make it from scratch or like give us like a template to work with. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount of templates, because you don't want to just have it be like the same 3 or 5 templates, you know, it's like it is in Madden. And you should be able to upgrade your stadium as well too. Like you say you make a school from scratch and it's a small school. If you start winning, you know what I'm saying, you can upgrade the stadium in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? Or like when in Madden you relocate or redo the stadium, it don't take place until the next season. Another thing, the news menus, bro. They need to make the news menus better, bro. Like it feels very bland. They need to go back to how they had in the old games where it'll show a picture of whatever it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you get a big 5-star recruit, it should show that he's in a uniform. Just show a picture of him in y'all uniform. You know what I'm saying? Or if he decommit, you know what I'm saying? Just show a picture of him. Or if, you know what I'm saying, somebody just broke a record or, you know, win a national championship, whatever. Show a picture of it. I want to see it. It's going to really immerse me. It's to make me think that really happened. Instead of where it's just you reading words and it just say it. Nah, this is one of the things that I don't think that they will ever put in the game because in real life they don't like it. Storming the field. When you get like when the team upsets somebody that, well, essentially y'all know what an upset means. So when you upset somebody, you should be able to. I mean, well, you shouldn't be able to, but like the fans should storm the field. But I don't think they'll add that on the fact that like they don't like it in real life. So like I doubt that it would be in the game. But I don't know because the NCAA don't really have a say in like what goes into the game like NFL do with Madden. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. They should add a feature where, like, going into halftime or coming out of halftime, you know what I'm saying, you get interviewed as a coach about, like, how your team performing or a certain player, what y'all need to do and stuff like that. I feel like that would be a cool, like, add to the game, you know what I'm saying, because it's happening in real life. Coaches get interviewed about the team performance and stuff and how players playing after halftime or before halftime, you know what I'm saying. I just feel like that would be cool. They need to improve the national championship celebration, you know, the whole running out. They celebrating, you know what I'm saying, they jumping around, then they show them on the stage with it. I feel like they need to expand it more. I guess you could show them, like, I guess you can, like, I don't know, just expand it. Just make it something different. We don't want the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, add spring ball or the spring game, you know what I'm saying? You know when the offense go against each other, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to do that. You know, like for like Michigan, the maize team and the blue team, I feel like they need to do that. And whatever team win, I feel like they should get like 3 attribute boosts to their position, like they keep like attributes in their position. So like a quarterback could get +3 short accuracy if they win, and then the losing team they probably only get 1 because you still got better that day, but you lost. It's not gonna be a great as an impact. You know what I'm saying? Another cool thing that'll just really add more immersion. I feel like if you got like a big time recruit on a game day visit, I feel like they should show him on the sideline, you know, or show him in the stands or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Show him on the sideline, his name, his position, where he from, height, weight, how many stars he got. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be cool. And if you can, have the commentators talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be something cool. It shouldn't be that hard to talk about and integrate it into like commentary. Another thing that'd be cool, I feel like custom college football playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that'll be like against the rules for them to put it in the game because it's not how it is in real life. But I feel like they'll let it slide, or I feel like they should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I want to bring back the 14 college playoff, or if I want to have an 8 team, or if I want to have like a March Madness type thing going, I feel like I should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? The 12 team playoff is cool though. I like that. I can't wait to see how I do it in real life. Another thing they need to let us do, the choose what your crowd wear, like the colors, or if they wear like a stripe out or like a checkered thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should let us do that. Pick what they got. I have peeped though, like certain games, the crowd do certain shit. Like if it's a rivalry game, they do like certain patterns or they do a certain color as to where it's like it's just a regular game. Another thing they need to add FCS teams. Now they don't gotta add every FCS team. I don't think that's even realistic because you know what I'm saying. Um, I don't. They don't even gotta add the real players. Just add the real FCS teams. I would assume that they would add the real players for the FCS teams. So like, add North Dakota State. They should add the real players. That's one of the more known FCS teams. That's what I think they should do. I don't think that they'll probably add all FCS teams. If they do, that'd be great. Same with HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be cool to add. So yeah, FCS teams. I feel like they should add that. Playbook install. I feel like this would be a good thing to really create more immersion when it comes to like coaching. You know what I'm saying? At Dynasty, some teams say you're going against Michigan. You know what I'm saying? You're going to game plan to go defend the run. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not working, you should be able to adjust at halftime to change the game plan. You know what I'm saying? It's really immersing yourself into being a real coach because that's what coaches do in real life. They plan for a team. And if that plan is not working in the first half, then you're going to make those adjustments in the second half. Another thing that I think they should do is letting us make custom plays. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be a cool little thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was ever in the game before, or if it was probably before my time. Because, you know what I'm saying, when NCAA 14 came out, I was 9. So, like, I don't really know about the games before that, because you know I didn't really get into gaming for real till like I was probably 8 or 7 to really know what the fuck I was doing. But like I was playing the game before that though. But yeah, I don't know if that was in the game before. I just know that they should probably add that in the game now. Another thing with Dynasty, transfers need to get off-season boost. I don't know why they don't have that. It really don't make sense because transfers get on campus and get to practicing as soon as possible. Like as soon as they get on campus, you're going to start practicing. Like I don't understand why that. Like what I don't understand that. Another thing, I don't even know what number I'm on. It's more Dynasty stuff than anything. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they need to expand on stuff and make just a little shit better. Create rivalries. I feel like if you got a team builder team, you know what I'm saying, you want to create a rivalry. I feel like it could probably be something you do in a team builder site or like when you start up the Dynasty or whatever. I feel like you should be able to create rivalries. I want to make a team and then I want to be beefing with USC. Let me beef with UFC. I want it to actually be a rivalry. I don't want to just have it in my head. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting back to like the recruiting side for Dynasty. I feel like they need to let you expand. I feel like recruiting should be expanded for each recruit. Like you know how like you find out what their 3 interests is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should mix it up with every recruit because every recruit not the same. Every recruit don't care about 3 things. Maybe some care about only one. Maybe they only care about being a national champion. Maybe they only care about going to the pros. They don't care about anything else. I feel like it should be more than 3 sometimes. It should be 2, 1, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? They mix it up because every recruit is different. Another thing with Dynasty, I feel like they need to add a halftime show or just period in the game. Add a halftime show. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the game that you playing. Talk about the games that's going on while your game is going on. If it's an upset going on, I feel like they should show a play. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should really break down your game, like how they do in 2K. They show your game, shit going on, and what the team need to do. You know, y'all know, y'all play the games, y'all know. I feel like decommits and recommits should happen as well. You know what I'm saying? If you're not playing up to par, I feel like a player should decommit. I haven't really seen it happen in the game, so I don't know if it's already in the game. I just haven't seen it. But yeah, I feel like decommits, recommits, and shit like that should be in the game. Now you probably asking me how would they really do recommit and decommits if they only recruit in senior year? Like I said before, I feel like you should be able to recruit all 4 years of high school. So like say a sophomore verbally committed to your school, and then the next season y'all not really playing that good, he's gonna decommit probably. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how they should do that, and I feel like they should add that in the game. Same for they should commit earlier in their career. You know what I'm saying? Some recruits commit they junior year verbally. You know, they not gonna sign papers till senior year, but they gonna be committed to your school until they sign them papers. Another thing with commentary, like I said, I think I touched on this before though, but I think I got it worded different where I wrote it down. When you break a record or pass somebody in a record, I feel like the commentator should talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got a player that just passed somebody for some shit, I feel like they should speak on it. You just broke the receiving yard record in the season, one of your receivers. I feel like the commentator should talk about that. It should show up the previous stat, and what they passed and what they got. And I feel like the commentator should talk about it. One of the couple last things for Dynasty, the Dynasty part, requirements for conference realignment. I feel like if I'm Kennesaw State, I shouldn't be able to just jump into the SEC my first year. Like that's super unrealistic. Even though you could just not do it, I feel like it should still be a requirement to once you do think, okay, I think we need to start looking at getting to another conference. So then you look at the requirements you need to do that. I feel like they should add that. You shouldn't just be able to just jump conference to conference. And I feel like you should have to sit in the conference too until a certain amount of time too. Another thing they should add, position coaches. Now it don't need to be as deep as offensive coordinator and head coach is. Just have like a say for example, you got a receiving coach. I feel like his grade should be based upon, like how good your receivers are, you know what I'm saying? And whatever his grade is, that's how it should also be connected to how good your players upgrade and how they get off-season boosts and how they progress as a player. I feel like that should be a part of it too, not just them being lead impact or normal dev, you know what I'm saying, and the caps for the skill shit. Another thing I think that they should add is players growing and gaining weight as the seasons go on. Like a fucking 17-year-old or 18-year-old freshman, this fucking 6 foot and like probably 180, 170. He's probably not gonna be like that when he's a senior. He's 20 years old, going on 21 probably. He's not gonna be the same height and weight probably. Probably not dramatically. I feel like I said, it should be different. It shouldn't just be a certain amount of height or weight that they gain. It should be different. It should be random. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be a cool ad. Another thing, selection show for like playoff matchups and who making the playoffs and stuff like that. And I feel like they should talk about why this team is in, why this team is not. I feel like that'd be a cool ad too. More immersion. It's all about immersion. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Let me cook. And while we talking about selection shows, I feel like they should do the same thing for Heisman. You know, when they showing the 4 Heisman sitting next to each other, and then they be like, the Heisman winner is boom, and then they show them on stage with the Heisman. I feel like that shouldn't be too hard. You know what I'm saying? I think, and what is one of the last things, this and something else. Run a dynasty with your mans. You know what I'm saying? With your friends. It should be probably 2 players allowed to each school though. Probably like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 2 is good. I feel like 2 is good. Somebody run the offense, somebody run the defense. You know what I'm saying? Somebody recruit defense, somebody recruit offense. I feel like that'd be cool. It should be 2 to each school. You know what I'm saying? This is the last thing for the dynasty part of the vid. I feel like they should add they should get rid of menus. You know what I'm saying? You know how we just looking at a menu, we scrolling and we just reading stuff? I feel like for dynasty, you should just be in coach's office. And then it should be a calendar on the wall. You click on the calendar and show your schedule and, whatever the stuff they add in this game, it should be on the calendar for the stuff you have to do. You click on the phone, you talk to recruits or look at your recruiting thing, you know what I'm saying, or papers or something like that. I feel like it's really different looking at an office as to where you just looking at a menu. You know what I'm saying? It get old just looking at the menu sometimes. All right, now that we done with the dynasty part, we got the road to glory part. The road to glory part not as deep as or is it? No, it's not as deep as the dynasty one. But all right, the first thing, bring back high school. We all knew this was coming. You know what I'm saying? This is probably one of the number one things that everybody wanted back in the game. It should have been in 25. But we don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you should definitely be able to. The high school gameplay, we need that back. And I think what they should add on to it, be able to choose whatever year in high school you play in or start your career. I feel like I would want to start as a freshman, but you know what I'm saying? Give it more life. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to earn my stars, earn my recruits. I mean, earn my commits and earn scholarships earn accomplishments, Mr. Football Player of the Year. You should be able to play in 707s, compete in camps. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because it's stuff that you do in real life as a, you know what I'm saying, as a football player in high school. You're trying to earn stars. You're trying to earn scholarships. You're trying to earn your stars in camps and shit and go to 707s. I feel like you should be able to earn accomplishment too. Team captain, team MVP, offensive MVP, defensive MVP, All-State, All-American. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. Add that in the game because it's in real life. You know what I'm saying? Give the mode more life. I feel like the football career modes in these games is lacking life. You feel me? And I feel like that's something was missing with the games nowadays. Because back in the day, you look in the games at old Maddens and old college football games, the game, it was more to do. Like, you did not get bored with the game. You can get bored with these games sometimes. Now, I have yet to get bored with college football, but Road to Glory, I've definitely got bored, like, in the first week. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And Madden, we already know how Madden is. Another thing with Road to Glory, I feel like you should be able to see how deep a school is that's recruiting you. I feel like you should be able to see how deep their position room is, whatever position you is. You should be able to see how many returning players they're going to have next year, you know what I'm saying? So you could really know, okay, am I about to play? Should I stay committed to this team? They got a lot of returning players. I feel like they should add that. Another thing with Road to Glory, everybody probably been saying it, you should be able to make two-way players. I feel like we about to start seeing more two-way players now because of the hands of Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna want to start playing two positions now. I mean, we've been wanting more positions in the game. That's another thing. Add more positions. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's about to start becoming more meta two-way players. Receivers playing corner, or receivers playing safety, receivers playing running back and receiver. I feel like we're about to start seeing more of that. Another thing they should add back to the game, because it was in a previous game, I know 100%, is creating a storyline for you, or a backstory to yourself. Like when you used to be able to choose who your parents was. I remember one of them was your dad was like an accountant, your mom was like a housekeeper or some shit like that. It was fun. That's what I mean. Like that made the game fun, because it's like, what the fuck? And it was just fun to have in the game. Like, add that back to the game. Another thing, they should have schools pitching you shit like you do, like you pitch recruits in Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's in Dynasty. It should be in Road to Glory too. They should be texting you and mailing you stuff. You know how you get, for y'all to play football, y'all got recruited. You know how schools be texting you, how be sending you mail and stuff like that. Another cool thing, you know what I'm saying? I said this a little bit something similar in the Dynasty part. I feel like in Road to Glory, you should be interviewed after a game if you had like a big crazy game, or if you know, or every game, you know what I'm saying, or especially if you have a crazy game, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you should get interviewed, and based on whatever you say, it should impact something. How, like in this year's Road to Glory, like if you didn't go to a certain class, your grade dropped or something. Like I feel like it should be something. It should have an impact of whatever you say in that post game. Now, y'all probably asking how would you? You know what I'm saying, how to interview and shit like that. They need to add back voices to these story modes and these cutscenes. I don't know why we don't have like cutscenes. I mean, not cutscenes, but like voices. Nobody want to just read words. If I hear something, if I'm listening to something, I'm gonna really think that it's happening. It's as to where I'm just reading it. Like that gets boring just reading stuff. You should be able to verbally commit and decommit from schools. You know, like I said in Dynasty, and like I said before, you should be able to recruit early on in high school careers. You should be able to start in Road to Glory as earlier in your high school career. You should be able to commit and decommit as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to give it more fun. You know what I'm saying? As to where you just committed to a team, and then boom, now you're going there. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to decommit. Now, with that being said, I feel like they should add a national signing day too, where, you know what I'm saying, if you say you committed to a certain school, and then you decide, I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? You can pull a Travis Hunter, you know what I'm saying? Flip your commitment on signing day. Nigga said, fuck Florida State, I'm going to Dion to Jackson State. You should be able to do something like that. Not literally saying fuck you, but like saying, y'all know what I'm saying. You should be able to flip your commitment on signing day. And they should show you at signing day too. I don't think I said that. They should show you at the table with the hats, or like just whatever you right there. Then it showed like the school that you got offers from. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to choose whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or if you committed, you got the option to choose whatever you want to flip to. It shouldn't be anything you should do though. You gotta have a scholarship, offer from that school for you to be able to flip. You can't just pick whatever. Now another thing, if you a big time recruit and you commit somewhere, or if you sign somewhere, I feel like that team or that school should start having more players on your side of the ball coming to or committing to that school. Cause you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like real life. Some players want to play with a big time 5-star quarterback. That team is gonna start receiving more receivers, more highly touted running backs, tight ends, O linemen to play on that offense with that quarterback. I feel like that'd be a little cool ad. And I feel like that should be an ability you should be able to equip. I feel like that's another thing they need to be able to add. They should add is like certain abilities and stuff like that. Because I feel like you could just make a 5-star and then that just happened. That'd be cheese. You know what I'm saying? It should be an ability you should have to earn. Now another thing that they should add is like a little like how they got the yard in superstar mode on Madden. I feel like it should be like a little 7v7 mode. You know what I'm saying? Where you can play with your friends online against other people. You should be able to wear the gear or whatever school you want to you like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever school you want. Put that gear on, you know what I'm saying, and go out there and play with your friends. You know, so I feel like that'd be cool. It's something like Park in 2K, or something like the yard in Madden Superstar mode. You should be able to break state records in high school and Road to Glory too, you know what I'm saying? And the commentators should, of course, speak on that, you know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy if you pass the passing yards in the state of Texas. That'd be crazy. They should talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And this is one of the last things for Road to Glory. You should get an All-American game. You know, I think it's the Army All-American game or something like that. You should get an invite if your player is good enough. You shouldn't just automatically get it, you know what I'm saying? You have to be a certain type of prospect for you to get that invite. You know what I'm saying? If they can too, put the Elite 11 in the game too. You know what I'm saying? Or something like it. Like I said, 7v7s and stuff like that. They need to add that. That'll make the game more fun, the game mode more fun. You know what I'm saying? The superstar modes, the career modes in these games is lacking a lot of stuff. Now I said it's about Dynasty too, so I'm gonna say it about Road to Glory. Have us in a dorm. They had that in the other game. Like I said, they had that in the other game. You was in a dorm, and you click on the calendar. You got your little schedule, shit you need to do and stuff like that. You got your phone and stuff like that. They need to add that in the game. Get rid of the menus. The menus is boring, man. Or if you in high school, you know, in the high school part of Road to Glory, you in a bedroom, and then you know, vice versa, all the stuff that's around the room. In another part. For commentary in Road to Glory, I feel like they should talk about like if you make a big play or a game-winning play or some shit like that, or a crazy play. I feel like it should be like, well, that's why he's a 5-star. That's why Texas is recruiting him heavily. You know what I'm saying? It should feel real. The commentary be feeling so like programmed. Like it don't be feeling like real shit going on. And the last, and probably one of the most very important, if not the most important thing in Road to Glory from College Football 25, fix the play calling. Y'all saw it, I saw it, we all experienced it. Why the fuck are we running the ball on 4th and 15 and there's 15 seconds left and we at the 20-yard line? Why are we running the football, bro? That should not be happening. Fix the play calling in that game mode, please, because that shit was toxic. That shit, like, bro, fix that shit. All right, and it's the last little segment of the vid, you know, presentation and customization and etc. You know what I'm saying? Allow more customization. You know what I'm saying? If I want to wear a shirt and wear two, or if I want to wear a compression shirt and wear 2 sleeves, I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to wear that. If I want a 1-leg sleeve, I want to wear that. If I want to wear a ski mask, I want to wear that. If I want to have my mouthpiece hanging, I want to wear that. Let me have tattoos. Let us make custom cleats. You know what I'm saying? I had the team logos on the tiles, the armbands. Let me wear however many armbands I want to wear. If I want to wear 4 over here and 2 over here, let me do that. Another thing for the game overall, they should add college game day. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta specifically be. It don't have to be exactly college game day, but have something like it. They could have the commentators that's in the game for all I care. Just give it a college game day. They give their predictions on who they gonna win. It should be overall on the game. It should be in Road to Glory. It should be in Dynasty. It should be in when you playing Play Now. You know what I'm saying? It should be. You know what I'm saying? It don't even gotta be like after you load into the game. It could be the loading screen itself. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the biggest letdowns that was probably, one of the biggest letdowns we had back before the game came out that we learned. No Gus Johnson as a commentator. Add Gus Johnson. Add my baby Gus into the game, man. He is one of the greatest commentators ever, bro. Add him into the game. I know if they don't work on the other commentators, like sounding like they giving real emotion, I know he will, bro. I know he will give real emotion, bro. We need Gus Johnson commentating in the game, bro. I want to have Desmond Howard, you know what I'm saying? RG3, you know what I'm saying? I think RG3 be commentating. I think he do. I might be tripping on that. But I know Desmond Howard for sure do, though. Another thing for, like, presentation, add the score ticker for, like, like in Dynasty when they showing the games and the scores to other games right there at the bottom under your score to your game. I feel like they need to add logos, you know what I'm saying, just to give it more realism, you know what I'm saying? Another thing with commentators, they need to show the commentators actually in the booth. They used to do that in the old games, I know that for sure. Yeah, add that back to the game. I don't know why it's not in the game. It shouldn't be that hard to, you know what I'm saying, have commentators scanned into the game, you know what I'm saying? You got their likeness already, you might as well scan them in the game, bro. Nah, this is more of a personal thing or more of a Michigan, as for me. Add turnover buffs, man. Add turnover buffs. They kind of got something like it in the game. They just showed them like all on the sideline. Did somebody take a picture? But they all got their helmets on. Nobody actually putting on a pair of glasses. You know what I'm saying? Nobody actually putting on buffs. Now they don't actually have to put buffs in the game. But if you can get that license in, great. But just show the players actually with their helmet off and putting on some glasses. Like that'll just heal my, that'll just heal my Michigan fandom. You know what I'm saying? But they probably won't add that. It's just my personal thing, but I had to add that in there. That's probably the only thing that's my like personal thing for real. Another thing with commentators, the commentators should actually say your team builder's name. You feel me? It's no reason that they shouldn't. I feel like obviously they can't actually record them saying it. You feel me? But AI is so far advanced that why you can't integrate AI with the commentary, bro? There's no reason you shouldn't be able to do that. You feel me? Whatever your team name is, they say it because it's based on AI. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they don't know what team names is going to be what. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why they can't do real life commentating. So integrate AI into commentating. Another thing they should add is historic teams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like adding historic teams is not really that crazy, especially for like the 2019 LSU Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Some of those players is in the league, so you already got their license in. It shouldn't be hard for you to add newer historic teams or like one of the newer Alabama teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? That'd be a cool little ad. Another game mode they should add, mascot mashup. Now, these last two things I said, historic teams and mascot mashup, it's not really like they have to be in the game. It's just something that'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? It'll be refreshing to have more shit to do than just play online or play Dynasty or Road to Glory or Ultimate Team, whoever the fuck plays Ultimate Team. It should be more stuff you should be able to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what games is missing. Like I said, back in the day, games, you would not get bored. It was too much in the game for you to do to get bored. You can't get bored back in the day playing them games. You can get a little bored nowadays. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the last things of the whole vid. Custom plays. Let us make custom plays. I think I said that before though. I think I might have. I think I remember saying that. But if I didn't, custom plays. Add that in the game. Another thing, dynamic time and weather, bro. If I'm playing a game at 6, the game should start with the sun setting. You feel me? And it should be dark by halftime. If it's snowing or raining, I want to see that on the helmet. I want to see it on their jersey. I want to see their jersey wet. I want to see their helmet wet. The visor wet. These game system is too crazy for y'all to not have dynamic shit like that going on, bro. The players should be slipping if it's snowing and raining hard, you know what I'm saying? The harder it's raining or the harder it's snowing, the lesser they should be able to run fast. The more slipping, the more drops should be going on. I feel like that's dynamic. That's real life. You feel me? That needs to be happening. Another thing, if it could be just a regular cloudy day, you know what I'm saying, in the first half. Second half, it's pouring raining now. Like, it should be actually raining hard, not just like the little sprinkles they got in the game now or the flurries that they be having going on with snow in the game. Add more dynamic to, you know what I'm saying, the weather and time and stuff. Another thing, add season stats to the Heisman candidates. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of just looking at the Heisman candidates and it's showing just their stats from the last week. No, show their season stats, bro. Alright, and this is one of the last two things of the vid, you know what I'm saying? Give us the NCAA marching band menu shit, bro. Like, I know I'm not the only person. I'm tired of hearing them drums in NCAA 25. This game right here, that menu music was elite. It gives nostalgia. I want to hear it in 26, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to actually go play this, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go actually play this when I'm done making this vid. Or editing this vid, you know what I'm saying? And then the last thing for my college 26 wish list. Make commentary feel real, bro. I feel like the commentary is, they said it was go feel like, you know what I'm saying, college football, but it don't. Like, it sounded like they was trying to be enthusiastic about whatever they was calling, but it sounded like low, like they was trying to be low, like they wife trying to sleep, because they recorded a lot of stuff at their house, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to bring them out to EA Studios, and they need to record in the booth, and they actually give real emotions, you know what I'm saying? Or, real emotions. I was about to say something else, but just record real authentic emotions, you know what I'm saying? And they should call players by name, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, once you get to generic players, it's a little bit different, but the real players in the game, they should say their actual name, you know what I'm saying? Or if a generic player got like a common last name like Robinson or something like that, or whatever, Christopher, like their first name is Christopher or Chris, they should say their name, you know what I'm saying? It's a common name. I feel like somebody in the game name is Chris or Christopher, their last name is Robinson. But yeah, man, that's my college football 26 wish list, you know what I'm saying? Obviously a lot of this stuff is probably not gonna be in the game. A lot of this stuff is probably like reaching, but you know, it's fun to think, it's fun to, you know what I'm saying, be creative, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they should definitely listen to the community. I think they would, though. I feel like this is a different team than the Madden team to make Madden. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they actually listen to probably the community. Plus, a lot of the people that made 25, they did college football 14 revamp. So I feel like we might get a lot of stuff that we asked for. We don't know. We'll just see in July when the game come out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Make sure y'all get this vid, run this vid up, bro. Like, we all want the game to be better. We all want a better game every year. So, this ain't even helping me with the vid or my subscribers or my view count or whatever. I want a better game. We all want a better game, man. So, let's make it happen by getting this vid out, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to fuck with y'all boys in the next vid, man.